Coming into my first years of study, I thought architecture was about spaces and buildings. Later, I learned that it was a type of craft you develop. I feel like architecture is such a broad term for this huge artistic realm that exists within it. Just consider it as a vehicle for exploring anything within the realm of art and design. Architecture requires vigorous thinking and problem solving, which can be overwhelming and stressful at times, low-key kind of depressing too, but it's important that factors are included so that it's a good design. Over the coming years, I began to explore and find myself, and I found that architecture was about a story, a narrative. It's the world that we experience in our day-to-day lives, everything we see and feel. It's a conversation between people in the built environment. It was about taking the things I value and giving back to people. It all comes back to that question that we all ask, and it's how we make the world a better place, and I believe that it begins with good architecture.
Architecture is the scariest, most fulfilling yet stressful and sometimes relaxing discipline. I remember when I first walked into the architecture building, I asked myself, "John, are you ready for this?" And I said, "I'm an artist." I spent the next year every day chasing the idea of trying to understand architecture when I didn't realize that architecture and art were actually the same thing. All I had to do was to master it. I learned how to dance, how to paint, how to draw, how to take photos, model, edit, and present, and work under pressure, and I needed all of these things to develop my design methodology. Architecture is an art form anyone could master, but not everyone chooses to. It's only for the ones that want to. In order for me to understand architecture, I had to understand myself as an artist. Because art is architecture. Architecture is an art that I can give to other people. It was the amalgamation of all these art forms and the understanding of human nature so that I could create a solution for any brief project or life. It was a combination of everything I've learned the last 20 years of my life. Architecture was the final art form for me.
Architecture is a way of seeing the world around you. It's an awareness of knowing that there is more than just you, to see the systems that exist on a multitude of scales, from the greatest heights to the minute. And knowing the space around you, then can you begin to explore, testing the edges between the safe and the uncertain, to go forth from the protection of the harbor and to find yourself in the enveloping vast of the ocean, to play in the depths where they calm, and knowing that the lighthouse will always guide you back. We are the explorers of our own space. The unknown, a sandbox for learning, investigating, and designing. It's daunting, and at times you may shine your light into the dark and see no end. But one step at a time can we then find the edges. One step at a time can we move forward.